Hallo, ich grüße euch, immer noch vom FENS-Ernährungskongress in Belgrad und ich bin jetzt hier mit einem ganz besonderen Wissenschaftler, and now we'll switch to English. Welcome, Dr. Professor Willett. Walter Willett is one of the most important, most cited scientists in the area of nutritional epidemiology, Harvard University in Boston. It's a great pleasure to meet you here again. He's advising us in the Vegan Screener project. And yeah, first question, how do you like Belgrade?
My first time here.
Yes.
So I haven't actually made it out of the convention center.
Oh yes, okay. But I heard you want to go on a bike tour.
Yeah, I definitely want to see more of the town,
okay.
And my bike is the best way.
Yeah, okay, great. So we'll hope for some sunny weather.
Definitely.
Great, okay. So, you are also the brain and head behind the EAT-Lancet Planetary-Health Diet. It has been published in 2019. When I watched the lunch waiting line for the plant-based option, it was very short, but for the meat-based option, it was a very long line. So my question is, where do we stand today in terms of implementing the Planetary Health Diet on a global scale?
Well, we still have a long ways to go on a global scale implementing the planetary diet, and from multiple directions. The consumption of meat and animal products is still too high, far too high in many parts of the world, but other parts of the world are having an unhealthy diet because they simply do not have enough healthy foods in terms of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and nuts.
Mm-hmm. So, but you're still confident? I mean, it's thought to be implemented around 2050. It's not too far from here. So what do you say?
Well, I'm not confident.
Oh,
actually,
yeah?
just
okay.
The same way that we know we need to reduce fossil fuels very quickly, but we haven't made much progress there either. So it all means we have to work harder.
Yeah, okay, that's what we do. So there have been some kind of criticism on the conference about the development of the planetary health diet concerning the lower bioavailability of some minerals from plant foods like iron and zinc, also lower contents of course, vitamin B12. They said it hasn't been taken too much into consideration. What do you say? Do we have a problem?
Well, we did look carefully at the nutrient composition of the planetary health dietary reference numbers. This was developed by a whole group of people, not just myself. And we actually have reference numbers do include about 2 servings of animal sources of protein per day, even though it's by far and away predominantly plant foods. And with that, there is enough B12, and we have real-world examples of people eating that. Actually, it very much describes the traditional Mediterranean diet, and people who have lived and had the longest life expectancy that was recorded during the periods when people were actually eating that diet back in the 1950s and 1960s. If we go much below 2 servings of animal sources of protein a day, we do need to be concerned about getting enough vitamin B12. And there, unless someone's very careful, some sort of supplements or fortified food is important. We don't want to be deficient in vitamin B12, but that's very easy to fix with a simple, very inexpensive supplement.
Yeah, which brings me to my next and last question. Since a lot of our audience is vegetarians and vegans, what do you think? Are they more compliant in terms of implementing the planetary health diet, or maybe do they make also mistakes because they're not too much into just leaving out the animal products and not considering maybe the whole package of the planetary health diet?
This is a really important question. If someone just decides to eat no animal sources of food, they can end up with a very unhealthy diet, just like you're going to have a very unhealthy omnivore diet. What we really do have to pay attention, no matter what type of diet it is, to having a balance of healthy foods. And that can very much be done with a totally plant-based vegan diet if one wants to, but it is important to have fill in a few gaps. And again, it's very easy to do that with a simple supplement that I take a 1-a-day supplement that costs less than 10 cents a day, and it's very simple, easy to do, and you can be sure that you're not going to be getting low on minerals and vitamins.
Okay, so no problem if you plan it carefully and think about what is necessary and get informed about planning a healthy plant-based diet. That's it.
Absolutely, right? And we see as people move along that spectrum, we don't have to become an absolute vegan, but moving closer in that direction, we see better health outcomes personally as well as for the planet.
Great. Okay. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much for your time, and we keep you updated on the Planetary Health Diet and everything also from the FENS-Congress. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.